So, you want to set up a game of The Lord of the Rings, The Fate of the Fellowship, designed by Matt Leacock and released by Z-Man Games. This 1 to 5 player game will have you helping Frodo and his companions deliver the One Ring to Mount Doom. So grab your game and follow along as we attempt to save Middle-earth. Welcome to Middle-earth and Lord of the Rings, The Fate of the Fellowship. If you're watching this while setting up, perfect. That's exactly what it's for. By the end of this video, your board will be ready to play. Let's get everything out. Open the box and pull out the game board first. Unfold it and place it in the center of the table. Now, let's do a quick tour of what's in the box so nothing ends up hiding on you. You've got the game board, 74 player cards, region cards, event cards, Skies Darkened cards, 24 objective cards, 13 character cards, 13 character figures, 9 Nazgul miniatures, 50 shadow cards, 3 battle dice, 7 search dice, friendly troops in 4 colors, grey dwarves, green elves, brown Rohirrim, and blue Gondor. Shadow troops are in red. 6 Haven and Shadow Stronghold tokens, symbol tokens, the Eye of Sauron, the Threat Rate marker, the Hope marker, and the Solo token if you need it. And the star of the show, the Barad-dûr Dice Tower. Your first step is taking the Threat Rate marker and placing it on the first space of the Threat Rate track. The second step will be taking the Hope marker and placing it on number 6 on the Hope track. We won't need the green Solo marker unless you're playing solo. Put that back in the box. Now, onto the shadow deck. Let's build it. First, we find the 2 special shadow cards, the Wheels of Saruman and the Drums of War. These 2 do not start in the shadow deck, so place them in the discard pile at the bottom of the board. Take all the remaining shadow cards and shuffle them together. Don't worry about the 2 different card backs. They all go together in one deck. Now we place the shadow deck in the lower left-hand corner of the board. The most involved step is placing all the starting troops. The board has colored location symbols to guide you. Let's work through each army. Place 1 gray dwarven troop in Eredlund, Erebor, and the Iron Hills. We'll place 1 green elven troop in the Grey Havens, 1 in Rivendell, 1 in Lorien, and 1 in the Woodland Realm. Next, the Rohirrim troops. We'll place 1 brown Rohirrim troop in Helm's Deep, 1 in Edoras, and 1 in Eastonnet. Then we'll place 2 blue Gondor troops in Minas Tirith, 2 in Dol Amroth, 1 in Pelargir. Now we will move the remaining troops onto the supply. If you've done this correctly, there should be 5 of each friendly troop left. And that's it for the friendly troops. Now we move on to the shadow troops. There are a lot of these, 18 in all to place, and the numbers are on your reference card if you need them. First shadow troop goes in Dunland. The next goes in Isengard. We place 2 troops in Moira, 1 in Dol Guldur, 3 in Ruin, 2 in Minas Morgul, 2 in Barad-dûr, 3 in Nirn, 1 in Umbar, and 2 in Ner Harad. One more thing for Shadow Troops. We're going to draw 9 shadow cards one at a time from your shadow deck. Each card shows a red location. Add 1 shadow troop to that location. Ignore any other text on the card. Then discard all 9 cards into the shadow discard pile. I'll draw 9 cards from here and place them, but you should follow along with me and place them as your card states. You'll notice every card has a section on it with a plus symbol and a shadow troop and a location. This is the only thing that we need to pay attention to in this step. Ignore the top of the card and the text at the bottom of the card. For example, my first shadow deck card says add 1 troop to Ner Harad. I simply take a troop and place it in Ner Harad. That's my first. Number 2, I will place 1 in Ruin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. My last troop, shadow troop, goes in Dunland. Now I take the 9 cards and place them in the discard pile. Now we'll place the 9 Nazgul figures. The Nazgul figures don't go into locations, they go into regions. Regions are identified by this shadow border that surrounds each of them. Within the regions that contain Nazgul, you'll see round circles with a Nazgul icon in them. We'll place them together. We place 2 in Irador. We place 1. We place 1 in Rudar. We place 1 in the Misty Mountains. We place 1 in Gondor. And the final 4 go into Mordor. For this part of the setup, we will take the Eye of Sauron and also put it into Irador, as shown by the icon on the board here. Now for the objectives. This is what you're racing to accomplish. Find the Destroy the One Ring objective card. It has a red star on it. Set that one aside for now. Now you're going to shuffle the other objectives and choose 3. If this is your first game, we would recommend using the ones with the black star on them. Those 3 are Attain the Blessing of the Elves, Saruman, your staff is broken, and Challenge Sauron. We're going to look at our objective cards now and see if there's any setup instructions on them. The Destroy the One Ring, which is with every game, has simply that Frodo and Sam need to be part of the game. Every game of Fate of the Fellowship will contain Frodo and Sam. The next is Attain the Blessing of the Elves. We're going to place 3 troops onto the Attain the Blessing of the Elves card. We take these 3 troops from the supply, and they're not available to us until we complete this quest. We notice that the Saruman, your staff is broken objective asks us to add 2 additional shadow troops to Isengard. Some objective cards will ask you to place troops in certain areas, while others will require you to play with a certain character. For example, the Destroy the One Ring card. Each player controls 2 characters. If your objectives required specific characters, keep those. Fill the rest randomly until every player has exactly 2 character cards. Shuffle them and deal 2 to each player. For your first game, here's a suggested split that works really well. Player 1, Frodo and Sam with Legolas. Player 2, Merry and Pippin with Eowyn. Player 3, Arwen and Aragorn. Player 4, Gandalf and Boromir. Player 5, Gimli and Eomer. Note that Frodo and Sam count as one character. The same with Merry and Pippin. Each pair is treated as a single unit throughout the game. Now make sure every player has one of each of the 2 reference cards. One side summarizes actions, the other explains the dice. These are your friends during the game. Now, look at your character cards. Each one shows a starting location on the board. Place your character and figures there now. Any characters you're not using go back in the box along with their figures and cards. We place Frodo and Sam in the Shire. Legolas starts in the Woodland Realm. Aragorn starts in the Weather Hills. Arwen starts in Rivendell. Eowyn starts in Edoras. Merry and Pippin also start in the Shire. This would be representative of a 3-player game. We're almost there. Just the player deck to sort. First, pull out the 12 Skies Darkened cards and set them to one side. Don't shuffle these into the deck yet. We'll take the 14 event cards and shuffle them. After we've shuffled all the event cards, we'll deal a starting hand to each player from this combined deck. For a 4 or 5-player game, every player will get 2 cards each. For 3 players, they will get 3 cards each. For 2 players, they'll get 4 cards each. And if you're playing solo, you'll also get 4 cards. Keep your hand face up. Everyone can see everyone's cards. There's no secrets here. Now, decide your difficulty. For your first game, start with introductory. And if you're feeling brave, go standard. For the introductory game, divide the remaining cards into 4 stacks. For a standard game, divide the card into 5 stacks. Shuffle 1 Skies Darkened face down into each stack. Then shuffle each stack individually. Stack them all on top of each other. Larger piles go nearer the top. Place this deck face down on the player draw space in the lower right-hand corner of the board. Return the remaining Skies Darkened cards to the box. One last thing. Who goes first? Look at your starting hands. The player holding the region card with the lowest number on it takes the first turn. For your first game, the rulebook suggests having the player with Frodo take the first turn instead. It fits the story. And that's it. You're set up. Middle-earth is in danger, Frodo needs to get to Mount Doom, and Sauron's armies are already on the march. Your job is to hold the line long enough for him to do it. Good luck. You're going to need it.